Hi there, I'm Dr. Kimberly Olson. I just want to talk with you today about successful change. Whether you're starting a new job or you're going into a blended family, there are some techniques that will make this transition positive, useful, and effective, and other techniques not so much. So remember the words, like write it in your mirror, observe, and join. Whenever you're going into a new system, there is a tendency for all of us to want to show what we have to offer, to notice the problems within an agency or within a family and want to jump in there and take care of it to establish that we are effective leaders. But the truth is that's not going to go over well. Remember that when you accepted a job, you agreed to join their culture. You were wanting to join their organization, the way they do things. So it isn't up to them to join us and learn to acclimate to us. We are joining their culture. And of course, the same is true if you are in a blended family, that you're joining their culture. That family had a culture before you got there. And so you can go in and try and change, and you may be, by the way, spot on about the problems, but it's not going to be effective. You're going to get nothing but resistance. So observe and join. And here's a couple of reasons why. Number one, initial dynamics are often not what you later think about things. So that employee that is super helpful to you, who you might think is the rock star in your agency, you may find out later that that person is really, really good with the boss because they don't like to do their work. But these are things that you're only going to find out in time. Or you're joining a family, you might find that initially the kid that's super cooperative is also the kid that agrees to do everything but doesn't really actually do anything at all. And you might prefer the kid whose resistance is more overt and outright. So we don't know the dynamics yet. So we don't want to come off as arrogant, presupposing and things like that. And that's exactly how we're going to come off if we walk into an established culture, an established agency, an established household, and try and change everything. Okay, you wouldn't like that either. If somebody walked into your home who doesn't really know the dynamics, wanting to change your culture, or walked into your company, something that you've been in for many, many years, and is pretending to have answers and understanding that you don't have, it just makes you look like a jerk. Okay. And you're going to get nothing but resistance. So remember that and keep that in mind, that you are joining their culture. So during that 3 to 6 month period, you get to see more about how dynamics really work, people's actual strengths and weaknesses, the things that, again, you're probably going to miss initially. And by joining the current culture, then you become a member of it. See? And once you're a member of a culture and you're a member of a family, then you've earned the right to suggest changes. You've earned the right to point out when something isn't working. Okay. But we can't do that right away, because if you do that right away, again, all you're going to get is resistance. And at the end of the day, what do we want? We want to be effective in whatever role that we've taken on. So remember, observe and join, pocket your pride, get a little humility, okay, and observe and join for the first 3 to 6 months. Some people even say longer than that. I want to also credit this idea to the minister who initially shared it with me. He said that when he starts new congregations or is transferred to a different congregation, he doesn't do anything for the first 3 to 6 months. He observes and he joins, because that way he doesn't have resistance and he's earned the right to implement change. So these are suggestions. Observe and join. Wishing you the best on your journey. Thank you.